AP Cram, the AP Human Geography exam. Free response question 3, Globalization of English. Remember that section 2 consists of free response questions. There are 3 questions that should be formatted as short essay answers, and you have 75 minutes to complete them, so allocate your time properly. The free response section is 50% of your exam score. You're required to define and explain and apply geographic concepts and also interpret geographic data. Okay? English is the most widely used language in the world, thus becoming the world's lingua franca. C. Identify and explain 2 examples that show how globalization is contributing to English becoming the world's lingua franca. Music and radio has contributed to the globalization of English. High consumption of English language music, wide transmission of radio media in English, BBC World Service, U.S. Armed Forces Radio, and Voices of America, music videos, advertisements, and jingles are all contributors to the globalization of English. Film, television, and sports. Wide distribution and popularity of American and British visual media, Hollywood films, Disney animations, American shows, BBC, ITV television, American TV, commercials, and CNN are all contributors to the globalization of English. Internet and English have contributed to the globalization of the English language. Internet development in the U.S. prompted widespread use of English in electronic communication such as email, web, text, social media. Many users, regardless of spoken language, type online in English. Aviation and English both contributed to the globalization of the English language. Use of English in all international aviation. Operations for safety navigation mandated. Immigration from English-speaking countries has contributed to the globalization of the English language. Contemporary return migration to non-English speaking countries is the main contributor in this particular facet. Industrial design and technology writing have contributed to the globalization of the English language. Product directions and manuals for equipment are written in English. Print publishing. Popularity of English language newspapers, magazines, journals, books, and ebook sales have all been contributors to the globalization of English. Educational opportunities have contributed to the globalization of English. Schools in non-English speaking countries offer courses in English exchange programs. Cool factor or status symbol use of the English language has contributed to its globalization. Marketing of products with English language logos, symbols, or text seen as a marketing advantage or consumer preference. Business, trade, and packaging has contributed to the globalization of English. It's the language of business, finance, resource development, food, MNCs, that's multinational corporations, or contracts. Supranational organizations and NGOs. Expansion of international institutions such as the UN, WTO, that's the World Trade Organization, the Peace Corps, NGOs. Military treaty organizations. All these entities reinforce English as a global lingua franca. English used as the language of academia, science, or medicine has contributed to its globalization. Conferences and journals use the English as the operational language. Tourism and travel have contributed to the spread or the globalization of the English language. English is becoming the language of international tourism industry. Hotel employees, taxi drivers, tour guides, travel agents, menus, airline personnel, signage, medical tourism. These are all examples of how English is becoming the language of tourism. Okay,